I say that these look like donkey's legs, these hammers here. Look, there's the hammers, see them? There's one there. I mean, I think it looks like a donkey's leg, right? But anyway, this donkey's leg here, these things, all these things going up here that I pulled over here, because like they normally should be down there, but they're all over. They look like donkeys queuing up to be fed, don't they? Have you ever seen donkeys queuing up to be fed? Anyway, watch this. I'm going to take them all off now and just watch. This is how I do it. If I had something mechanical, it might be dead quick, but this is the idea. Just undo the screw. There you go. Put your hand in there like that. Take the screw out, put the screw on the table, it's only a little tiny, and there you go. It's out. I was at the stage, you know, I didn't know what was what. I thought, oh, well, how am I going to know which is which? Shall I mark it with chalk or shall I mark it all? But no, once I got it out and I put it on here, and I'd looked at it a bit, I realised that all these things here, if they're broken, they'll all just come over. The ones that aren't broken will stay there and I won't be able to lift them up. So it was that easy to figure out. So all I've got to do now, all the ones that are lifted up now, is just take them off and that's it, end of story. You can see they've got little springs attached here. You can buy little springs for them to replace them. They cost pence for a bag. Pence. But you take this in somewhere and do what I'm doing now, you're talking about big money. Another thing that was worrying me about this was I was thinking, I better number all the parts now. I won't know what's what. But you know, all these bits, all these things along here, they're all identical. So it doesn't matter if I mess them up or mix them up. In fact, I have mixed them up, and they're all going to go back somewhere else because they're all identical. All the little bits along here, the spindles, you know, things that I call the donkey's leg. Really, these are like the donkey's feet, but the spindles. These little bits of wood coming down here, see, I've learned that off the internet. Right? The little bits coming down here are called spindles. And you can get a bag of them for just a few quid. Right? Well, it doesn't matter if I mix them all up because they're all the same. You know what I mean? I mean, can you tell me the difference between those two? Look, they're identical. So it doesn't matter. So you can't get confused. You know, you don't have to cover them with anything. You don't have to cover them with fluorescent paint or white chalk. Just very basic. There's the finished article at the moment, you know, in the stage like he's got all them things off. I mean, if you just look at them a second, look. Although, to my mind, they look like a load of old clothes pegs. I mean, if you've got a gypsy woman in here, she'd look at that lot there and she'd shove it straight in the bin. She wouldn't want to be bothered with it, so I don't know. This is what you're trying to achieve. You see, you got this. You see this bit here, this strap here is called a bridle strap. And this bridle strap has to be attached to the donkey's leg, right? And what happens is, I think this is right, I'm not sure actually, I don't know if I've got it right, but see, this is what I mean. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I'm having a go. What I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to look at something else, another bit on the piano that's still there, so I know exactly how it works. So what it is, at the moment, I've got the piano, I've got this mechanism bit upside down. If you imagine this like this, look, this bit here, it's usually the other way up, so gravity pushes this down, right? So this donkey's leg here that's attached to this bit here, when it gets, so this is down like that, when it gets pushed up it just meets up with the string. As you can see, it bounces and it's back straight away again, look. Bounces and back straight away. So at the moment everything's upside down and it's in a position which it normally wouldn't be in, because it would normally be like that. Okay, so I'll tell you how it works in a second. I've just lost a bit of this pile that I was going to show you with it, so I've got to look for it again, hang on. Because this has still got a bridle strap attached to it. This is what it's like, right? Are you with me? Right, hold on a minute. I'll get the camera in focus. So I've got this bit here. I've got the bridle strap there. What's going to happen is that this hangs down like this. This is on the top like this, right? This bit here, which has got a little spring behind it to keep it under tension. This bit here rests on that bit there. You see it? This bit there rests on that bit there, look, watch, just like that. And then this, so this little lever down here, which has got a spring in it, sits in here. It sits just in there like this. And when the piano key is hit, this bit comes up and it pushes the donkey's leg one way or the other, I'm not sure at the moment, right? And this bridle strap, which is here, if you can see the bridle strap, it's not attached at the moment, but the bridle strap attaches, the bridle strap, which is this bit here, it attaches just behind this little lug here, which has got a bit of felt on the end of it. It's all for dampening down the sound of the piano. And this bit attaches to there like that, so that when the whole mechanism moves, it's all attached to each other. Do you understand? And that's what I've got to rectify. I've got to get this bridle strap looped over this piece of metal here, and I've got to glue it onto the back of there. But at the moment I'm not sure how you glue it, whether you've got to take this bit off and stick the bit inside and glue it, or whether you can glue it with all this in situ. So that's about basically where I'm at, alright? As I've said, this is a bit of a fiddly job, so what I've done is I've collected all the screws and I've put them all in a glass jar so that I won't forget where I've put them. You know, you could put them in a cup or you could put them in a box somewhere and then you'll forget where they are. But if they're in a glass jar, you won't forget where they are. And as for all these mechanisms, I've put them all on top of the piano. Can you hear the vibration of the piano? It's like being in an underground station, you know. It's just magical all in itself. You put something on the piano, look, it sort of echoes. It's just an absolutely fantastic bit of equipment, a piano. Just the magic there. Nothing's moving, but it's making this wonderful echo. Look, hello. I feel like a bit of a kid here, you know. I mean, you've only got to touch them. Look, listen to that echo. When I was a kid, you know, I always thought that Fairyland was down the back of the cooker, down the vent in the cooker. But if you look down there, if you were a kid, you know, you look down there, you'd think there was a magical world down there, wouldn't you? Isn't that? It's a sort of haunting sound, isn't it? Look at that, it's fantastic, isn't it? Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. If nothing else. Watch out, could you stand back from the platform, please? There's a train coming, stand back from the platform. Well, there she is, you know. Stand back from the platform, please. There's a train coming. It's like being on the underground, isn't it? Fantastic. Look at that. It's got none of its attachments on it, and it's still fantastic. No need to be scared of it now. Just look at it for itself, you know. It's a sound that's as old as time, isn't it? As old as time. What's this? Look, this is just the basics. Look, this is the donkey's foot here. Look at the donkey's foot. There's middle C, so that must be the notes. So there's a note.